Hello, loves. Today seems to be glorious. I mean, at first it was a bit gloomy with the rain coming out, but then as we head into the afternoon, everything seemed to clear up, especially when the sun made an appearance. So that's a good thing. So yeah. You guys, I want you loves. I want to talk to you guys about May. So we are in May, and May happens to be something known as Mental Health Awareness Month. Now, what I'm about to share with you guys, actually, what am I saying? I have something I want to tell you guys. So, actually, what am I saying? Yeah, May is health. May is, you know what I meant. So, yeah. And that's something I want to tell you that I have not told anyone except one person that I have kept in very touch with, especially when it comes to representing autism. I mean, when it comes to representing Focus, Center for Autism. So, get ready as I tell you guys about what I'm about to tell you. So, I haven't told anyone this, and because I don't want to put anyone in a very unsafe environment. So, I'm gonna do what? Yeah, I'm gonna just get off, just get out, just get up. Yeah, just get. Just gonna tell you, and I'm just gonna tell you. You may want to have your opening listening. You may want to have your opening slash listening ears open. So, here I go to tell you this. Back in 2015, I was not feeling like myself. I was isolating everybody. I was isolating everyone that loved and cared about me very much. And as that was happening, I really, I found myself in a very scary and unforgiving, a very scary, unforgiving, and dark, moment. That was, I don't know how to say this, but I'm just trying to get it out as I tell you guys. So notice that in 2015, I was not feeling like myself. I was isolating from everyone that ever loved and cared about me. And then in early 2016, along came the most scary and unforgiving moment that was just, I really didn't want to find myself in. In early 2016, starting with January, I almost tried to do something I thought I would never do. It was like the worst thing to come across as ever. I don't know how to say this. I'm just trying to get it out, so here I go. I almost tried to, I don't know how to say this. I'm just trying to be careful. I almost tried to commit suicide. It was a very scary thing to come across. I was isolated from everyone that ever loved and cared about me, and the worst part was, I found myself in a very scary and unforgiving moment, especially when it became a dark moment to deal with. When it became a dark moment, you never want to come across. So I remember when after that happened, everyone was really worried. Everyone was wondering if I was, you know what I mean. My mom was worried about me. I remember her calling the emergency room because she was, as this was happening. And as that was happening, I remember finding myself in the emergency room. Yeah. I remember being put in an ambulance, taken to the emergency room. I also remember, actually, what am I saying? Yeah, having myself taken to the emergency room. I remember spending, how do I say this? I remember spending 4 nights in the hospital trying to restore something that always kept me going. That was my happiness. My happiness always kept me going because and yeah, I remember as the morning rose, I remember being released. Not only being released, the one thing that I remember my happiness being restored as the morning rose with me being released. My happiness was the most important thing to have returned because everyone was everyone did love and care about me very, very much. And I remember just what happened to me was just, it was just a scary, unforgiving, and dark moment to deal with. The last thing I wanted to do was, didn't want to put anyone in a very I didn't want to put anyone in a very uncomfortable situation. So it was just, but they loved and cared about me very, very much. So as I said, I remember as the morning rose, I remember having my happiness restored and also being released from the emergency room. Yep. When my happiness, yeah, as my happiness was restored, I was just, I remember just having it back was the most important thing to remember. And I want to tell you, loves, this coming from me. I say this, and I'm gonna say this right now. I say this coming from me. Please work on yourselves to stay alive on this planet. The last thing you want to do is take what represents you very, very much, and you really don't want to do that as ever, because you have loved ones that really care about you and love you very much. I haven't forgot about what happened to Chester Bennington. I mean, what happened to him back in 2017? No one saw that coming. Even I didn't see that coming. That lad was the reason I got into Lincoln Park very much, along with the band. His voice, it was so projective, so true, so personal, and just everything about him that just resonated him very much. And when his passing came after what he did, it was just a very huge shock, especially to the rock music industry. So I say this coming from me, loves. Please work on yourselves to stay alive on this planet. The last thing you want to do is take what represents you, which will not be a very good thing to do. You have loved ones on this planet that care about you very, very much. And I do remember telling what I'm telling you now. I remember putting this on FB, and you know what FB is, so you all know what it stands for. So yeah, yeah. So I say this, loves. Please, please work on yourselves to stay alive on this planet. You have loved ones that care about you very, very much. The last thing you want to do is leave them behind. As they start to wonder how did this happen. So how did everything happen in the quick of a flash? What's the last thing you want? You have loved ones that love and care about you very much. Don't ever leave them behind. Please work on yourselves to stay alive on this planet and remain with your loved ones as ever. Please, loves, don't ever, don't ever leave this planet. The last thing you want to do is end up like Chester Bennington. And Chester, like I said, he meant so much to everybody, especially to the band that that he helped. That he meant so much to the band and everyone that loved his music, even the whole band's music. And I still think about Chester every time about what happened to him. I still think about him after what happened to him. It was just very devastating. So I say this, especially from the bottom of my heart. Please work on yourselves as ever to stay alive on this planet and remain with your loved ones as ever. The last thing you want to do is leave your loved ones behind, and they'll start to wonder how did everything happened like that in the quick of a flash. Please, and I say this, please work on yourselves to stay alive on this planet. Never leave your loved ones behind. Loves, that's all I have to say. I mean, it's May. May is known for Mental Health Awareness Month, so I say this right out. Thank you for your time and need, and I just wanted to make this message video for you all to remember that. Just to say, as I said before, please work on yourselves to stay alive on this planet so you never leave your loved ones behind. And I say this as I close this out. Thank you. I repeat, thank you for your time and need.